On guys, it's Kyle Bray. It's Sunday, market open today, 6:32 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Um, that's a little bit after Nikki open. So I'm just gonna do a little chart analysis on my scalps for today. If you guys follow my Instagram, of course you would have saw them there. I'm just gonna put up on the board in case you're following me from YouTube. My Instagram is at the Wolf of FX. So if you're just here from YouTube, this is where you can find me. Of course, my Facebook is also just my name at Kyle Bray. Let me just put that in there too. Facebook at my name, Kyle Bray. So, anyways, I just want to introduce to you guys a little bit more. If you guys come to the weekly webinars, then that's always good. Glad to have you guys. I do weekly free webinars. If you follow me on my social media platforms, you'll be able to get the links to those. They're dispensed weekly. And I also have a WhatsApp group where I throw the links in there. We do a little bit of market assessment, talking, etc. Throughout the weeks, but I don't put as much time into that as I put into my students. But just moving forward, so as we know, Nikkei market is a stock market that opens in Japan. When the Nikkei stock market opens, it means there's going to be a volatility push. So just as New York opens at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. We have a push that also happens at Nikkei when the Nikkei Stock Exchange opens. So it's the same time every day. It's the same routine. As I go over with my students and as I always teach people through the years that I've been trading, the things that I've noticed is just what happens. Every single push is going to have a pre-push. What that looks like is, let me find the brush. What that looks like, I'm just going to kind of draw up on the side of the screen here. So let's say what I mean by having a push and then there's a pre-push to the push. Sometimes let's say we're going to have a pre-push. Price is going to come up. Price is going to hit a resistance. Then the market will open during the push, and then the real move might be looking like this, right? Or we might be going down. Price will hit a support, and then it's really going to show signs that we're going up to the upside. Or what we might have is price is going to come down, might make a pullback, then it's going to keep going down, might make another pullback, and then it's going to continue going down in momentum again if we're going bearish, as that's what today's Nikkei did. Or on the flip side, you might also be like have a rally for a long time, maybe all the way up until 11, right? And then as soon as 11 p.m. hits Pacific Standard Time, an hour before the London Open, we might have like a breakout and then a pullback and then a continuation, etc. So the way all opens work is you're always going to have a pre-push. You're always going to have a pre-push. It's either going to go up, hit a resistance, come down usually, or it's going to go down, it's going to hit a support, and it's going to continue into momentum. Or like I said, it's just going to have a pre-push of going bullish, or it's going to have a pre-push of going bearish, right? Makes like a lower high on like the 15-minute time frame, continue going down in momentum, etc. That's kind of like what today did. Today did that. So if we were going to look at the higher time frame, specifically the 4-hour time frame, of course, let me delete this real quick. Of course, we had just with continuation of momentum, right? So this is how last Friday left off. We already broke support, and now we already have a wick to fill, right? We have a 4-hour wick to fill already with continuation of momentum. If we look at the daily chart, you can see the daily has been rallying. See how it's just been rallying. Let me delete these, get these out of the way. They're just gonna be a menace now. There must just be so many of all the little drawings I just did. Okay. That looks a little better at least. Okay, so anyways, right? You can see how we're just following in the momentum. Price pulls up, liquidity wick, right? Grabs momentum, falls into the next day pulls up again, liquidity wick. If we've got 3 daily candles that are just gaining liquidity wick, we already had a cross, right? We've already broken all major supports. Boom, goes all the way down. Where's the next support at? Straight across the screen. Boom, we already last week, we left off already breaking the support. The 4-hour already broke support. So we just follow momentum, right? The market opened that in the afternoon. Sunday, the market was just kind of sitting at the 50 EMA here. Market opens, boom, just kind of relaxes on the 50 EMA, and it gets ready for the pre-push, right? So here's a pre-push. As soon as 1600 hours comes around, boom, it drops. This is already the clear momentum. If you guys pay attention to my YouTube videos or my webinars, when price makes like a rejection like this, let's take off all EMAs. And the higher time frame, right? Like let's go to the hour, right? Like, oh, it was actually, the price is up here, so it's kind of invalid at that time. But when the higher time frame is already telling us we're going bullish, for example, we're already going bullish. Now, if we're going to look at the 5-minute time frame, I don't recommend looking at the 5-minute time frame if you're not good at 2-1 confirms yet, or if you're not good at understanding lower highs and higher lows. If you don't know how the market moves yet, then I don't recommend doing this. But if you were to pay attention here, we have a lower low now, and we have 2-1 confirm 5-minute time frame, lower high. I would have been taking my sell positions if I was even trading at this time, but I was away from the computer doing family stuff. So we had an hour before Nikki, we have 2-1 confirm. So by 6:10, 6:15, we have the 2-1 confirm getting ready for the next 15-minute candle. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, it's the new 15-minute. You see it says 16:15, so that is 4:15, right? This is the pre-push. So this is the first 15 minutes here, right? So this is this candle. Those 3 make up this first candle. So it pulls down. It has a little bit of a wick to fill. But what that is on that 5-minute pullback. It's that 5-minute small pullback, which creates 2-1 confirm 5-minute time frame we're going down. However, if we would have just been going off the 15-minute time frame, we had plenty of confirm already, right? Here's the most recent support, but we've already closed so bearish. So we're just continuing with momentum. This is the pre-push. So the pre-push moves until the actual push, the actual open, right? The actual open. So it's just continuation of momentum, right? It's just continuation of momentum. We get in, we bag 10 to 20 pips a position, done. And then if you notice my Instagram, price comes up, makes another lower high, play some stop losses here. Price comes down again, close out. So just following trading plan, sticking to your trading plans, closing out. This was already exceeding the trading plan. It dropped 26 pips per position. So if you guys notice my Instagram, I stacked up a little bit. So I had between 15 to 20 pips each on each position, around 300 pips. So when we're following the momentum and we're just paying attention to these higher time frames and we're understanding that if we break a support on a higher time frame, we break a major support on a higher time frame, right? Like look back, like do you guys understand? Like we have nowhere to go. You see how there's nothing that we can see? We can't really draw up a nice zone. So what do you got to do? You got to go to the daily. You got to understand, well, where does this come back to? This comes back all the way here, right? All the way here. Major zone, we've already broken it. So we're just continuing in momentum. So where are we going next? Look left. Where do you think we're going next? You just got to look left. There's some major minor zones in here, right? Right? This is our destination targets. Let's look at the weekly. How'd the weekly finish last week? Holy crap. Look how strong the rejection was, right? We've just been rallying for how many weeks? This was all through December, right? The end of the month. Price is not going to move as nice in December. And then now we're going to start seeing momentum towards the end of January now, right? The mid-January. Look at this week finished off. So where do you think we're going? We broke the major support on the weekly. So we're just continuing momentum. We're going down, right? We're just going down. We're following that momentum. Anything, this is still early week. We can have a rejection here and possible retracement. But I see price moving down to the low side, right? This is only by following higher time frame momentum. And this is why we trade around the pushes. We always trade around the times that we know price is going to make a push, and we look for our setups in between. But I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit of market assessment, post on YouTube for you guys, so you guys can get a little bit better of understanding of how I'm trading the pushes, right? 5-minute time frame, had a 2-1 confirm, boom, boom, trend change, boom, we're going down, right? Look how many pips it went down. This is just from 4 o'clock. So in just 3 hours, no drawdown, entering in the pre-push. Already done. If you entered in the pre-push, a 10-pip target range, we already exceeded it in one 15-minute candle, right? Actually, this hole would have been the 15-minute candle. So we look at the 15-minute candle. See how that worked? See how I drew that up and how that worked out? You just count the candles. If we're on the 5-minute time frame, it's every so many 5 minutes candles equal one 15-minute candle. Easy math, right? So when we're trading around these pushes, when we're trading around the push, we know price already has volatility. We know it has volatility because the market opened. They're flooding the market with money now. We look at the currency meter. Look how strong the Japanese yen has been. The US dollar was so weak. This is my cheat sheet. If we're going to be trading, like if you're trading Euro-JPY is tanking right now too, 100%. Guarantee you. Let's look at Euro-JPY. Oh, look what Euro-JPY did. What did Euro-JPY do? Here. What did it do? It looks exactly the same. Look, it looks literally exactly the same. We literally had more confirm. Another lower high, lower low, and another lower high. It literally looks exactly the same on Euro-JPY pre-push. Literally. How much did Euro-JPY drop? Another 30-something pips. Let's go back to currency meter. Let's see. Let's see odd USD. Odd USD is going straight up. AUD USD, right? Let's look. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Look how it's going straight up based off currency meter strengths, right? Based off currency meter strengths, we're following the momentum. We're trading pairs. This is my cheat sheet, guys. This is my cheat sheet. I'm looking for stuff like this. I'm looking for US dollar being super weak, Japanese yen being super strong. Okay, higher time frames telling us we're going down. The US dollar has no support. We're only going down, right? Continuing with momentum, guys. Continuing with momentum. This is how we're making money in Forex trading. Just by continuing with momentum. So, like I said, I just wanted to make this video for you guys. Help you guys understand a little bit more of my thinking process, what I go through, what's going on in my mind. Check my Instagrams. If you want to see the Instagrams, want to see my entries. If you want to see how I scalp, where my profit targets are, right? Technically, we're still going down to the low side. We might have some retracement back down up to the zone, right? Possible retracement, getting ready to keep going down, but I don't see price having much reason to go up in this moment. Although it already has dropped significantly, we could still just continue moving down to that low side. So that's based off higher time frame momentum. But I just want you guys to understand that these things that it's taken me a long time to understand, I'm giving to you guys as tools and as knowledge. So if you guys are paying for stupid signals, if you guys are paying someone and he's not helping you out, you guys need to reassess where your mentorship is. You guys need to reassess where your help comes from. You need to reassess how you're getting help. Because if you're paying someone for a monthly charge, or you're paying someone and you're not getting YouTube videos or any help, any one-on-ones, you guys really need to reassess your Forex career with your mentor, because I don't believe that you can make it alone in the Forex markets. Everybody has a mentor. I have a mentor. My mentor's probably, I don't even know my mentor's got a mentor, but he's got to. Everybody has a mentor. Everybody has someone they look up to. Everybody knows someone else who knows more than them. I have several mentors. I have several mentors for different professions, several mentors for different things in life. So you guys need to get with those who are really helping you out. So the purpose of this video was just to help you guys understand the higher time frame momentum. But I just wanted to speak from my heart a little bit, because we're moving into 2018, guys. There's no reason why you've been trading for 3 years and you're not profitable. If you've been trading for 3 years and you're not profitable, that's a problem. That's a very, very big problem. Forex trading should not take that long to really understand if you're being taught the right information. Either my students or other students that I know from mentorship that I come from, literally one to 3 to 4 month time frame, and you're going to be able to make consistent profits. You should be making consistent profits within a few months in the Forex market. It doesn't take brain surgery to follow higher time frame momentum. It really doesn't, guys. So we're here to help. This is just a little trick for Nikki. I actually didn't even tell you guys my Nikki trick, but this was just a little market assessment for today's Nikki and what happened. I know many of you traded that. Congratulations. I hope you made some money. Go withdraw it. Go have fun. Buy some cool stuff. Buy some crypto coins. Oh my gosh. You guys need to be withdrawing your money to buy crypto coins. 100%. So we're part of all financial industries. But anyways, reach out to me on social medias if you guys have any other questions. I'm just kind of ranting at this point. I've already went over what I look for, how I do it. So we're looking for a break of structure and following momentum. Even if we enter right here, if we already broke all structure, even if we enter just right here, off of this broken structure, sells anywhere here, as you can see, just following the momentum. This is where all my sells were entered, was after price already had broken structure. I saw where the next zone was at. I noticed currency meter is so weak for the dollar. The Japanese yen was so strong. So after we have a breach of structure, where do you think we're going? We're going to the next zone. It's just common sense. It doesn't take brain surgery to understand this, that where price is going with momentum. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned for the next ones.